Exhausted but victorious, the knights stand over the fallen twins. Their breathing is heavy. Their armor bears the scars of the relentless battle. But just as silence settles over the battlefield, they feel it. A strange shift in the air. A crackling, as if the world itself is holding its breath. Then from the depths of the ghost cliffs, a deep rumbling emerges. The ground beneath them trembles. Rock fractures, and a rift tears open at their feet. Not naturally, but as if ripped apart by an unseen force. A flickering spectral light seeps from the darkness below. Unreal, pulsing, as if calling out to them. The Thunder Sword. The knights do not hesitate. With determined steps, they descend into the abyss, their goal fixed in their minds. The air grows heavier with each step, an oppressive presence creeping over their skin. Then they reach the chamber. The walls, ancient and covered in eerie runes, seem to pulse as if they are breathing. At the center, resting atop a pedestal of black stone, lies the sword. Its blade glows with a cold, unnatural light, the air around it shimmering like distorted reality, a relic of unimaginable power. Or is it? Before any of them can touch it, it happens. A ghostly reverberation fills the chamber. The shadows on the walls coalesce, swirling like a storm around them. And then, chains. They lash through the air, rattling, crashing to the ground, shattering the stone as if it were mere gravel. From the darkness rises a towering figure, clad in armor black as the void itself. Sinister chains coil around its arms, pulsing with malevolent energy, ready to deliver death and destruction. Two blazing eyes lock onto the knights, ancient fury burning within. Varzock, the Destroyer.
Fools, you thought you could rob Azrael of his power. You are not the first to reach for the Thunder Sword, and you will not be the last to die here in my chamber.
With a mighty swing, he hurls a chain through the air. The knights leap aside, but the impact shatters the ground, sending rocks flying. This is no mere weapon, it is an execution. Varzock was not born, he was created, forged from pure darkness, with a single purpose, to annihilate Azrael's enemies. The Thunder Sword flickers and dissolves into shadows, an illusion, a trap. The knights realize the truth. Azrael knew they would come, and now they stand before his ultimate guardian, deep within the dark abyss of the Ghost Cliffs.
Enjoy this final lesson, knights. You are not hunters, you are the prey. And Varzock is my hunter, who never fails.
Varzock raises his chains, shadows flickering around his massive form. The battle for their survival has begun.
With a swift strike, Mad Anthony aims for Varzock. Hit. 17,440 damage. Varzock raises his arms in a furious roar, and from the darkness, chains burst forth, spiraling around him like a raging vortex. For 1,470 points of damage are inflicted on Mad Anthony. Flower Princess incurs 2,280 points of damage. God of Thunder is struck with 2,810 points of damage. A total of 2,540 damage points hit Andarna. 3,550 points of damage are inflicted on Khmer Warrior. Now Flower Princess braces for the next move. He conjures a level 3 fireball and hurls it straight at Varzock. Varzock is seized by a fiery inferno. 164,840 damage. Now God of Thunder prepares. He spots a weakness in Varzock's defense. Without hesitation, he attempts to pierce him. But Varzock can dodge the blade effortlessly. Now it's Andarna's turn. He swings his sword in a wide arc towards Varzok. Well aimed. 47,500 damage. Now Khmer Warrior positions himself. He retrieves a level 3 bandage from his pouch to heal God of Thunder. 2,810 health points have been restored. Now Mad Anthony positions himself. He produces a level 3 bandage and applies it to himself. 4,470 health points have been restored. From the shadows, Varzok hurls a writhing chain of blood in Flower Princess's direction. Flower Princess ducks skillfully, letting the chain whip past. Now Flower Princess braces for the next move. With a swift thrust, he aims for Varzok. Critical hit. 190,870 damage. Now God of Thunder positions himself. He conjures a level 3 fireball and hurls it straight at Varzok. However, with a rapid sideways leap, he is able to dodge the fireball. Now Andarna prepares. He raises his sword high and hurls it with full force upon Varzok. Well aimed. 47,500 damage. Now Khmer Warrior braces for the next move. He swings his sword in a wide arc towards Varzok. Dodged. Now Mad Anthony braces for the next move. He conjures a level 3 fireball and hurls it straight at Varzok. Varzok is seized by a fiery inferno. 59,300 damage. Varzok channels a dark force and chains soaked in blood magic whip toward Flower Princess. A dark pulse surges through Flower Princess as the chain drains their life force. The blood chain pulses as Varzok siphons 9,850 hit points from Flower Princess. Now Flower Princess braces for the next move. With a quick thrust, he aims for Varzok. Struck. 48,480 damage. Now God of Thunder positions himself. He swings his blade in a wide arc towards Varzok. Struck. 15,540 damage. Now Andarna prepares. He raises his sword high and hurls it with full force upon Varzok. Well aimed. 47,500 damage. Varzok now has only 47% of his health points left. Now Khmer Warrior braces for the next move. He swings his blade in a wide arc towards Varzok. Critical hit. 84,680 damage. Varzok now has only 40% of his health points left. Now Mad Anthony prepares. He raises his sword high and brings it down with full force upon Varzok. Critical hit. 77,550 damage. Varzok now has 34% of his health points left. With a grinding sound, Varzok lifts his fists to the sky, and a whirlwind of dark chains erupts from him like an unleashed storm. For 1,470 points of damage are inflicted on Mad Anthony. Flower Princess incurs 2,280 points of damage. God of Thunder is struck with 2,810 points of damage. A total of 2,540 damage points hit Andarna. 3,550 points of damage are inflicted on Khmer Warrior. Now Flower Princess braces for the next move. With a powerful motion, he draws his sword and attacks Varzok. Struck. 48,480 damage. Varzok now has only 30% of his health points left. Now God of Thunder prepares. He spots a weakness in Varzok's defense. Without hesitation, he attempts to pierce him. The strike hits a chain and deflects. Varzok remains unharmed. Now Andarna prepares. 3 identical clones of Andarna emerge, each mirroring his armor and mien. Now Khmer Warrior braces for the next move. Stepping into the fray, he uses level 3 Cloud and throws a metal-fisted magical punch towards Varzok. Varzok, however, skillfully moves to the side, evading the enemy's punch. Now Mad Anthony braces for the next move. He swings his sword in a high arc towards Varzok. Critical hit, 77,550 damage. Varzok now has 23% of his health points left. Chains shimmer in the shadows, wrapping around Varzok like a second skin. The reinforced armor makes him much harder to strike effectively. His defense has increased by 27%. Now Flower Princess braces for the next move. With a swift thrust, he aims for Varzok. Critical hit, 159,070 damage. Varzok now has only 10% of his health points left. Now God of Thunder prepares. He swings his blade in a wide arc towards Varzok. Well aimed, 12,490 damage. Varzok now has 9% of his health points left. Now Andarna prepares. He quickly grabs a thorium spear and hurls it powerfully towards Varzok. The spear partially pierces through Varzok's armor, reducing his defense by 15% and inflicting 73,950 damage. Varzok now has 3% of his health points left. Now Khmer Warrior prepares. He retrieves a level 3 bandage from his pouch to heal God of Thunder. 2,810 health points have been restored. Now Mad Anthony positions himself. Stepping into the fray, he uses level 3 Cloud and throws a metal-fisted magical punch towards Varzok. Hit, 29,310 damage. Varzok's luck decreases by 60%. With a grinding sound, Varzok lifts his fists to the sky, and a whirlwind of dark chains erupts from him like an unleashed storm. For 1,470 points of damage are inflicted on Mad Anthony. A total of 2,540 damage points hit Andarna. 3,550 points of damage are inflicted on Khmer Warrior. Caution! Varzok has entered a frenzy, becoming a significant threat. Now Flower Princess prepares. He conjures a level 3 fireball and hurls it straight at Varzok. Varzok is seized by a fiery inferno. 154,840 damage. Varzok has been defeated. The knights have triumphed in victory. All knights have risen 2 levels.
Varzok staggers, his dark armor cracking apart with a shrill groan. The chains that once bound him crash to the ground one last time, then fall still. For a brief moment, it feels as if even the shadows are holding their breath. Then, Silence. The knights look at each other, weapons lowered, hearts still pounding. Suddenly, a deep rumble shakes the chamber. At its center, the stone floor shifts, revealing a hidden chest rising slowly from the earth. It glows faintly and is wrapped tightly in heavy, shadowy chains that slither like they're alive. One of the knights steps forward, cautiously. Each step echoes loudly through the stillness. As he reaches out, the chains suddenly release, slipping away as if dismissed by unseen hands. A soft click follows, then the chest creaks open.
Flower Princess approaches the chest and peers inside. He discovers 300,000 gold, 250 diamonds, 10 valor seals, 15 powder horns, 10 dragon scales, and 1 explosive arrow blueprint. Every knight receives 60,000 gold, 50 diamonds, 2 valor seals, 3 powder horns, and 2 dragon scales. It is now the dice's turn to determine who gets the explosive arrow blueprint. Mad Anthony rolls a 89. Flower Princess has rolled a 89. God of Thunder rolls a 76. And Darna rolls a 70. Khmer Warrior rolls a 35. Mad Anthony wins the explosive arrow blueprint.
After the knights have divided the spoils among themselves, and the final echo of Varzock's fall fades into the shadows, a heavy silence settles over the chamber. The source of Azrael's dark power remains hidden, but they have seen through his trap and survived. And more than that, they have stripped him of another refuge. The ghost cliffs, once steeped in his presence, are now free from his icy grasp. As the knights scan their surroundings, they uncover a scorched parchment among shattered stone and blackened debris, half buried, veiled by the dust of time. Carefully unrolled, it reveals itself as a map. The lines rough, the edges charred, but one mark stands out. A remote place, deep within the overgrown dark forest, near the shadowed territories of the orcs. A forgotten path, a hidden place.